How's it going, everybody? It's PJ. Just got off of Hunter Call of the Wild. We were very unsuccessful in Virhonga. So just to kind of do something a little bit more, I think we're going to jump in and do some Train Simulator 2022. We had been doing the Academy, and we did go through and we ran all of the controls last night. We started with the diesel switching junctions. Oh yeah, we got our stars. There we go. And we did electric switching junctions. So that's where we're at. What I'd like to do now, though, is rather than just doing the Academy, I think I want to try and actually do a run real quick. So I'm looking for one that's like a 1-star. Railfan. These Railfan ones, I don't understand them. Located at Frankfurt Flughafen Regional Bahnhof, observe the operations and passing trains from a good vantage point. See what you can capture as the action unfolds. It's kind of like a photo situation, but I don't have a good handle of the camera controls. So I wind up not doing anything. It winds up being kind of a waste. I got to figure that out for myself. But there is a 1-star, a typical day Amtrak Aisley Express. It's the Aisley Express, Washington to Baltimore. It's a summer day, clear. It's 8:58 in the morning, and we can go ahead and do that. Operate Amtrak Aisley Express, number 2158, from Washington to Baltimore, making an immediate stop at BWI Airport. So that's the goal, is to get to Baltimore International Airport. I believe track maintenance is being performed between Landover and Carroll, so ensure you properly warn the crew of your approach. And I don't know if I've ever done that. They're at mile marker 280, and yet I'm not sure how to find mile marker 280. So I'm not sure. I just keep blowing my whistle all the time. So when we get in, we're going to have a couple minutes before we have to take off. The conductor's going to have us open the doors so the passengers can load and unload, and then he will let us know. All right. Good morning, engineer. Today you'll be operating the Aisley Express 2158 en route to Baltimore Penn Station. You're scheduled to depart Washington at 9 o'clock. So ensure the train is ready to leave at that time. However, do not depart until instructed by the conductor. K-Tower dispatcher has not issued any temporary speed restrictions, so your departure from Washington should be fairly routine. Open the doors to finalize boarding. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we'll open. I want to stick my head out the window, though, because I like that. I like to stick my head out the window, and then we're going to load and unload. There goes the doors. There they go. Okay, so we're going to get back in the train. Let's hit the 9 real quick. Is there a way to tell where the mile markers are? Go via CP Avenue Draw. Okay. There's 135. Holy cow, what is that? It's Portal 132. It's the Penn Line 126. So we got to make this run all the way up here to the airport. So if you hit your 9 button, that's your 2D. Speed limit's going to be 20. Track speed is 15, so we're going to probably get to about 15. It's day, so we don't really have to worry about lights or anything. Here's our reverser. Here's our throttle. That's our. This is our brake over here. There's our headlights, ground lights, hatch, wipers, horn. There you go. All right, so passengers are loading up. 8:59. and 47 seconds, so we're going to have to get going. Okay, so this looks different. This was not what I had yesterday, so that's a little strange. But we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to leave everything where it is. It's 9 o'clock. We're waiting on the conductor. Okay, conductor. Basically, 2158, ready to depart Washington. Proceed on signal indication. You got it, man. We're going this way. We're going to go up. Put it into first gear, and we're going to turn the brake off. All right, here we go. All right, so we're up to 7 already. And again, we want to watch that speed, so we're going to be at 15. We're at 13 miles per hour right now. Again, I don't know what track speed and signal speed is. So the signal is saying we can go up to 20. All right. So far, so good. Kind of wish that graphic user interface wasn't there down at the bottom. On the one hand, it does make things a little bit easier, but on the other hand, I kind of would like to use just a, ooh, I'm speeding. So yeah, so we should be doing 15, because when we got up over 15, all right, track speed's 15 still. Can I pull back? I can pull back. All right, that's what I want right there. Okay, so it's still 15 track speed. We're doing 14. We're in first gear. That's what the 1 is. Throttle's at 17%. So we're going to keep our eyes on that. Oh, whoa, we're speeding again, 16 miles per hour. And as you see, you kind of incur penalties. All right, so we can get up to 20. All right. So we're going to ride the throttle a little bit while we're in here. So we're at 20 miles per hour, 45. We can go up. Oh, let's go up a little bit more. Get her going quicker. All right, we're in 5th gear. We're going to start pulling down now. We'll coast a little bit. All right, we're at 40. Take it back up to 241. 42. Drop it. 43 in first gear. No brake. Starting to move a bit. Keep our eyes. There's also a speed limit down here. See, we're still going up. So I'm going to drop it down. 44. Again, I want to stay about 1 mile per hour below the speed limit, so I don't get hit with the all right, 95. All right. Here we go. All right, train dispatcher to Osceola 2158 over. This is 2158 over. There is work crew between Landover and Carroll at milepost 128. Sound horn when approaching, starting at south limits Landover. Over and out. I don't know where that is though. I don't know what those are either. So these are things that we're going to learn in the academy. That's why we go back to the academy, so we can learn these things. Oh yeah, we're going up to 125. We got a schedule to keep, folks. Go via south limits Landover. All right, so it's 112, 113, 114. We're climbing very nicely, very, drop it down. I think we're going to drop it down a little bit. Getting the fourth, second, first gear. All right. Doing 124 miles per hour and a 125. That's pretty good. Keep our eyes on that speed limit. It changes, and that's the other thing is I don't know if there's a way we can tell when the speed changes. Because it just seems that all of a sudden there's, speed drops. Doing 125. So we're at 124 in first gear. We're dropping a little bit to 123. It's nothing to be concerned about currently. Well, we're at 122, so let's go back up into second gear. Try to compensate for a little bit of variation in the line. 122 and a 125. Is that 208? Okay, it said 208, so I'm wondering if that's what those yellow south limits of Landover. Drop it down. I'm speeding. Speeding again. Dog nabbit. Oh, that's why, because it's back up to 100. See that I racked that up because it dropped to 100, and I was so busy trying to. That's why it's tricky. I might have been late on that, but there it goes. Oop. 125 again. So that was the speed. That was the work zone right there. I didn't know that, and so I sped through it, and I didn't do. See, the other one I showed my stops. All right. All right, we're at 124 miles per hour. We're cruising along, doing okay, I think. Different points. I'm looking for, are those lights? We're the express people. Make way. All right, so here we go. I'm using A and D as opposed to the actual throttles. If you hit the A button, it puts you in goes up a gear. So, like we're currently at 123 miles per hour in first gear. If I hit the A button, I go up to second gear. If I hit D, I'll drop back down to first. I think it's easier than trying to use the throttle with the mouse. I just feel it's an easier way to do that. We're at 125. I'm thinking we're going to stay that way. There is a siding coming up. Pick up passengers. All right. Center on player. Let's get back into the cab real quick. That's the one thing is I wish I had more information on the control panel here as to routing and stuff like that, but having to jump out and look at the map and come back in, you kind of feel like you're gonna miss something. So we're up to 123. We're still climbing. Oop, I went the wrong way. Going back down to first gear. Again, I'd rather be a mile per hour below the limit than to catch that speeding penalty. We're already at negative 1107, so we got greens. I think that means we're clear to go. There you go, brother. 124, riding in first gear. We got green lights, so we're good to go. That's the other thing, is I'm trying to pay more attention to, I'm staring at the control panel, and I think I need to be taking in more of the surrounding. 123, okay, we're still doing 125. That's as far back as I can get. All right, that's a little bit better because that way I can see the speed. 122, whoop, 123. All right, so we're going to be coming up soon to, there's a thing coming up here that we're going to have to, oh, I'm speeding. Why am I speeding? I'm doing 128, that's why. Racking up the penalty again. There we go. Back into first. Although I think we're coming up to the station. That station up there is... $119. I can't really tell from what's scrolling down there. We don't want to mess with the reverse. I almost changed the direction of the train. All right, so we're getting a little bit of an uphill gradient going here. I'm only in first gear. I'm doing 119, but I think I'm coming up on a we got green lights heading in. All right, so I think it's going to be after the trek is going to move us over to the right-hand side, and then I think we're going to really have to start thinking about closing it down a bit. How are we doing? Still 125 miles per hour. We're in first gear. We're doing 120, which, all right, we just came down a little bit. I'm gonna pump it up to second gear, I think. Oh no, I'm wrong way again. Wrong way, Corrigan. Is this too loud? Because I'm thinking I may have to turn down the effects, because the train sounds are very, very loud. All right, so there's the siding right there. I'm thinking we're coming up on. Nope, that's just that. Okay. No, I think we're coming up to a. Flashing green. All right, I thought that might have been where we had to stop. No? BWI airport track. Oh, okay, it's 7 miles away. All right. All right, let's get it back up to 120. Oh, signal speed is 80, so we want to come down, I think. What is the difference between track speed and signal speed? Racking up those penalty points right there, boys. $69, let's get it going. Back up to 110. All right, so where are we at? 5 miles. We got 5 miles. 6th gear. Try to get it going back up again here. 92, 94, 96, 97, 98, 99. All right, bring her back down. Hundred and 8 miles per hour. We got 3.75 miles to the station. 109. Oop. Shut that down. We're gonna coast. Keep our hand on our brake. I wish there was uh-oh. Picked up -6 on that. We're at 2,062 points. I'm gonna go with 0 reduction right here. Now I'm gonna leave the throttle off and I'm just gonna ride the brake. 2.68 miles in. Getting about 2.5 miles to the station. We're gonna try and bring it down. We're gonna bring it down slow though. We don't want to be too herky-jerky. At 82 miles per hour. We're coming down nice and slow. I mean, we're not like slamming on the brakes at all, but we've got no throttle, so that's pretty good. We're at a little less than 2 miles now, so we're gonna go ahead and increase the braking a little bit as we start to get close. I'm gonna turn that off. Oh, we killed it a little bit earlier. We're gonna have to remember that second notch on the brake really kind of brings it to a halt. So we're in 3rd gear right now. 4th, we're going up in speed a little bit, but that's just because we kind of cut it a little bit too soon. We'll stay in 2nd. I think that makes sense, right? I mean, well, let's go ahead and drop it. We're at 72 now. We're under a mile. We're going to go ahead and start. Oop, I just want minimal reduction. We're bringing it down slowly. At about a half mile, we'll probably go up a little bit higher on the suppression. 54. Okay, we're about a half mile. We're still doing about 62. So we've got suppression on. We'll go back down, oh, not to 0, but minimal. So we're gonna go between suppression and minimal suppression. We're at 51 still. Oh, I'm in emergency brake setting. We overshot it. Dagnabbit. or an emergency brake. Well, that sucked. All right, let's let the people out. There they are. Okay. Well, that wasn't good. Last night when I did it, I actually pulled in perfectly, but not so much today. So sorry about that. They're loading up. We were supposed to 9:20. We're supposed to be at BAWI Airport Track 1 at 9:20. Yeah, I overshot that one. Okay. So first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to put this into neutral. Okay to go. We are okay to go. There we go. Brake off. Full throttle. Speed limit's 110. This one starts to get a little bit hairy. We start to go through a little bit of a city, and we got to ride the throttle and the brake. What does the flashing red light mean? All right, 74, here we go, folks, here we go. Let's see if this time I can make it all the way to the airport. All right, we got the double green. We're passing through. It's 110, we're at 95. Let's cut her back a little bit. 99, we're at 100. 101, 102, 103, cut it back a bit. 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109. We're in second gear, 110. We're going to drop it down to first gear, and we're going to ride it out. How we doing? We doing all right? All right, back to the... I wish there were buttons for the brake, and I'm sure there are. We're speeding. Alright, so we were speeding again. Doing 109. $108. Second gear. Still 110. 110 track speed. We're doing 106. A little bumpy here, huh? AC, SES disabled, ATC disabled. I don't know what that means. I'm speeding. Okay, we've dropped down. $103, 102. $101, so we got about 6 miles to our destination. 100 miles. It's up to 105. We're back up to 110. Okay, we're at 110. Keep an eye on that. That's the thing that you got to keep an eye on. I keep staring at my what I'm doing and not It's kind of like driving down the road with you just staring at the speedometer. We're at 107. I'll be happy with 107. Still doing okay. Limit still okay. We got to we got some yellows. I'm racking up the points here for being over. All right. So we're at 60. So the signal speed is 45, but we're down to 61, and we're okay. We're continuing to drop, so I'm going to pick up a little speed here. 63 out of 75. We still got the double yellows there. I don't know what that means. Again, we'll learn when we go to the academy, but for right now, I'm going to get my hand on that suppressor. All right, we're at 50. I don't know what signal speed is. It's down to 30. All right, we're in first gear at 23 miles per hour. Speed limit here is 30. All right, so we got the greens, double greens. Fire it up a little bit, doing 26 out of 30. I got some, I don't know what that flashing is. Why that red light keeps flashing. All right, we're picking up a little bit. We're up to 45. Two and a half miles to we got some down to 30. All right, we're at 31. Minimal suppression. We got no throttle, so we're cruising through here with no throttle. 30 miles per hour. Suppression and throttle are off. Up. Take it down to 25. A little bit less than a mile now. We got greens. All right, we're doing okay. This is, I got through this and this is where I derailed. So I think coming up here, we may wind up finding that there's a switch. We may have to stop for a switch. We're still at 30 miles per hour. I'm doing 27, so we're picking up a little bit of speed here. Must be on a downhill grade. This definitely looks like it's a downhill grade. I'm going to give it a little bit of suppression, minimal. Just so we don't wind up speeding. We're at 4,074 points negative. Not great, but not horrible. Compared to, like I said, the first time I took it out, all I had done was the academy on the controls, how to get it moving in the right direction and stuff like that. So I hadn't known about stops, and to be honest with you, my first run, My second run I did, I'm sorry, not my first one, but my second one where I derailed, I hit that platform perfectly. I mean, just perfect. And I was so proud of myself, which is why I'm so upset that I missed it. But that bottom section that shows you the rail, there's Baltimore Penn Track. So I'm not sure if I missed that on that first one, because I didn't see that graphic there. Otherwise, I would have done a better job of trying to pull in. But yeah, I way overshot it. Okay, so we're speeding. We're at 31. Okay, minimal. A little bit more. There we go. We're down to 30. Starting to level out, so we'll start to drop in speed here a little bit. We're still going. Oh, no, I don't want full suppression. I want minimal. No, not release. Minimal. Thank you. All right, now you can release because you dropped down so much. I wound up putting full suppression on, and all right. Got some Amtrak going on here. I got double yellows. Double yellows. Give it a little bit of gas just to keep her going. I know the limit's 30, but like I said, this is where I kind of came out of it, and there was a derailment here. I got double yellows, which means I you know, at any moment, got no throttle, I got no suppression. I'm going along. All right, I gotta. So I got the double reds. I just don't know where I'm supposed to stop. So I'm going to pull up to the end of this and just assume like this is a stop for me. What is it? 8? No, it's not 8. 1. Get back in the cab. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up to the end here, and then we're going to get full suppression on. All right, full suppression. All right, let's put the in neutral. People getting off, people getting on. What's going on? Hey, ladies, how you doing? All right, so we got the double red, and we are loading. So, okay, cool. So far, so good, right? So far, so good, man. 1 is cockpit. 2 is outside. I like that. Okay. 3 is it's kind of the end, the back. Ooh, excellent work. Another engineer will take over from here. Okay, cool. Timeline bonus. Hey, we did it. We completed it. Cool. Speeding, timeliness, 334 points. Not too bad. I mean, here we get a little bit. Speeding 125 and a 110. We got a little bit. Yeah, we got a run here. Oof. This one. Yeah, this one here. And a 100. It dropped from like 126. It was 124, it dropped all the way down to 100, so that missed out on that. But there's a couple here, I guess. These are really the ones. 12s. Here's a couple 20s down here. 129 and a 124. A couple of negative 32s. Emergency brake setting. That was that. Timeliness. I got a bonus, so we were on time there. Good. Oh, and 100. Speeding, a 90 and a 70. 104 and a 70. 96 and a 70. Okay. So, not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Again, it's not great, but there's a whole lot I still don't know about what I'm doing. So, you scored 0. How come I scored 0? Why can't I score any points? Why don't you like me? Anyway, we're going to end it here. I appreciate it. We did do about a half hour on Call of the Wild. We've done a 46 minutes here now on Driver. Driver level 10, medals 9. I got 9 medals. Okay, so there we are. When we come back, we'll do a little academy and we'll learn a little bit more about what we need to do. So we'll be into steam switching, DMU switching cabs, switching the cabs, advanced brake systems, stopping at stations. So we got a whole lot of stuff that we'll learn. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll want to see more. If you do, follow, like, subscribe, and notify, all that good stuff, and I will try to keep you entertained. So thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day, and we will talk to you down the road. Bye.